Hey there, water signs. Welcome to my channel. I'm Maggie. This is Moon Directed, and today we're actually going to talk about what you need to know to manifest love into your life in November, which is kind of fun. So I want to wish all the Scorpios out there a happy birthday. It is now Scorpio season at the time that you'll be starting to view this, because it comes out on Thursday. Kind of exciting. And so we're going to cover Scorpio first, and then we'll go through and we'll do Pisces and then Cancer. So it will be time stamped, but just a little bit about what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards. And we're going to dive into what is the shadowy part of you. The thing that when you're in a relationship, it seems like you're constantly, getting the same message because you're like, oh my gosh, same problem, different relationship, right? And so this is your opportunity to take a little bit of a dive into what that is, because you can't fix other people. All they're doing is reflecting to you the things you need to learn about yourself. So we're going to look at that. And then we're going to look at how it is that you attract people into your life. And what is it that you can really work to magnify. So kind of taking a look at the shadow and taking a look at the light today for Scorpio. Okay, interesting. Hold on. Whoa. Okay, so I was going to go for three cards for shadow and light. I got 3 cards, but they threw one over onto the light side. And the cards, I don't know if you heard it, but when they snap like that, they're done. Like there is nothing else coming. And then I was like, but they gave me the bottom of the deck. So here we go. So you only have 2 cards on either side. What the message is really clear. Super clear. Okay, so Scorpio, you have on the 31st, there is a full moon in Taurus. It is happening at like 1 degree of Taurus. So that doesn't seem accurate. I feel like that is the wrong number. Nope, that's correct. Okay, so 1 degree of Taurus. Uranus is at 8 degrees of Taurus. So they're close enough that that's actually in conjunction. And it is a full moon, it is a super moon, and it is a blue moon. So this is your once in a blue moon opportunity to really transform your life in the house of partnerships. It could be business, it could be personal, but we're talking about love today, so we're going to go with that for right now. And there is a situation that what you need to look at is an ending, which is not really the shadow side. So I'm a little surprised by what we got here. We have the Ten of Swords. That is letting go of the pain. And then you have the World, which is an ending to make room for a new beginning. And I think your new beginning is right around the corner. Because what you had come in for the light, the one that flew out was the 3 of Cups. This is being loved and supported. This is, okay. So maybe not necessarily a new beginning. I think this is a new beginning of you finding out who you are. This is love and support. This is going to your family, your friends, your loved ones, your soul family. It doesn't necessarily mean your real family. They're all soul family, but sometimes you get more support from your close friends than you do from people that you incarnated with in this lifetime as family, because we have the Ace of Cups that came out at the bottom of the deck. But this, look at this. This is not an Ace of Cups that's being offered to anyone but you. This is you choosing to love you. And so I think that this is accepting and being willing to accept the ending of a situation. If there's something you've been hanging on to for a long time, and it's Ten of Swords means it's been hurting for a while, but She's looking pretty stellar and strong, standing there watching the swords fly away, and here the rainbow of colors. And I don't know, to me that looks like a hula hoop. It's really a snake biting its tail, which is about the rebirths. But to me, it looks like finding the fun and the magic in life again. If you can be willing to let go of the hurts and the pains. Okay, it says to face your shadow self and let that go and allow the sun to rise and step into the brilliance of you. And be willing to reconnect with people. Well, okay, all right. So sometimes when we're in a relationship and it gets tough, we don't want anyone to know, right? We kind of hide, we pull into ourselves. Reach out to those people that have been missing you, that you haven't seen because you were in the situation. You know, sometimes this happens at the beginning of a relationship, right? When you meet that person and you're all excited and you kind of don't have time for your friends anymore. And then as a relationship progresses, you have time for your friends again. And then as things start to go south in the relationship, then you start pulling in again and you're not seeing your friends. And this is a time to reach out to your friends. And this is a time to nurture and love yourself. And it is through the act of loving and nurturing of yourself that you will attract in a better relationship. Feels like a soulmate relationship. This is a card of staying single for a while and enjoying your friends. Honestly, don't dive right in. Take time to heal. So, let's say that your relationship is not breaking up and you are staying strong in your relationship and it is working out. This could be you letting go of arguments and disagreements from the past, things that have been cycling around, and you decide to let them go and create a new beginning filled with joy and hope and reconnect to the friendship that you feel with your partner and share the love, the cup of love here. Like offer it out. Be willing to receive and give in equal portions. If you are single, are there hurts in the past holding you back from making a new beginning? It's time to reconnect with where you find the joy, where you find the fun in life. And love yourself. And this is, again, about loving yourself. This does not feel like, this is about loving yourself enough to put yourself first. But you're going to have to be willing to let go of what doesn't work. All right. I think that's it. That was, okay, Scorpio. Well, it is your season. The focus is on you. The sun's in your house. The house of you, the house of putting yourself first, and the house of what really matters to you, right? And it is a great opportunity for you to really focus in on self-love and self-care. And also, it's jumping ahead a little, but when we move into Sagittarius season, that's when we start having eclipses. And the eclipses are on the axis of Sagittarius at the south node and the north node in Gemini. And so for you, that new moon eclipse that happens, I believe, it happens in November. There is an opportunity there for you to release what no longer is of value to you, because the second house is your house of value, self-esteem, self-worth, what you value. So what old belief about what you thought you were, what you needed, whatever's holding you back, those values, let those go and start focusing toward the future on what you're curious about, what you're interested. Be willing to allow yourself to grow, to kind of take a look at the stars and think about what it is that you really want. Okay, well, this is a Scorpio card if I ever saw one. It says, sometimes the good is hidden. Find the good in this relationship, in this situation. Find the good. It's always there. There's always a gift. There's always a gift, and it may take a little to uncover it, but the gift is always there. Every experience is an opportunity to learn and grow, and so this is take time. Wait, sorry, I'm dyslexic. It says time to make a demonstration. The older soul, the softer glance. The older the soul, the softer the glance, the quicker the smile, and the sooner to say, I love you. They also skip and wink more than normal and hold hands with those they walk beside. The time to let your friends and the people that you care about know that you care about them. Okay? And the situations that are painful, it is time to let yourself step through the gateway into a new arena of your life, a new change. I apparently have a bug in the house. Okay, so that looks interesting. It looks deep and important, but it looks so promising for the future, right? All right, Scorpio, you take care. Happy birthday. I will be back here on Monday. If you have not seen your monthly video, it is out. It is out, so I will link it below, and that is just like 20 minutes all about you. All right, you guys take care. Happy birthday to you. All right, so where are we? We're at 11:30 minutes. Okay, so Pisces. Hey there, Pisces. Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising. Welcome. So if you've never been to my channel before, I'm really excited that you're here. We are going to take a look at what you need to do to manifest love. We're going to look at the shadow side, the part that needs a little time and attention from you. It's often reflected to us in the partnerships that we've had, the things that like just don't work out. They're lessons, they're opportunities to grow. They show us where it is that we could make some changes in ourselves. I'm not saying don't be who you are. I'm saying be willing to look into the shadowy side of you and make some transformations. And then we were going to look at where are you radiating? Where are you shining out there that's going to attract in the kind of relationship that you really want? The one that's the same vibrational energy that you are, the one that isn't really working for you. So, all right, let's take a look at what we have here. So we're going to do two piles of cards here. The first one is going to be for the shadowy side for Pisces. What does Pisces Sun, Moon, and Rising need to know? What should they be taking a deeper look at, trying to resolve, so that they can move forward and manifest the love that they really want, the love that they deserve? Okay. Got a lot of cards there. Doesn't surprise me. Pisces is willing to go deep. Okay. Where does Pisces shine? Where are they shining out there, shining their light, magnifying themselves, attracting in the relationship that they really want, and how can they bring that into them? Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. So much happening here. Oh, look at the bottom. You have the Empress. All right. So much going on here, Pisces. What's happening here? Okay. Wow. All right. Okay. So I just heard that Pisces tends to idealize love, which makes sense with the cards I'm seeing. I think that oftentimes we have the Two of Pentacles. The wind seems to be blowing them around. Things look out of balance. And then we have the Six of Pentacles, which is also a card of balance, an equal give and take. and then the Seven of Swords. These were the first cards that came out, and then there was that group of 3 that came with it, and I was only asking for 3, and I was trying to figure out if they belong here or here, but they definitely belong here, which is, so what this is the Seven of Swords is, it's trying to be strategic. Which is really interesting because where you shine is in being strategic. But this is by being strategic by having clarity. And this is, see, the sun is shining on this Queen of Swords, and she's looking to the future, and she's sitting there calmly and passively. And this Seven of Swords, this guy is sneaking around in the moonlight trying to figure things out, and he's in a rush and a hurry. And so I want to say, if you meditate and you really contemplate and you don't rush to judgment. Really? Yes, don't rush to judgment. If you don't rush to judgment and you allow things to unfold, what's trying to be balanced here may come into balance and you can't see it. But then I also, what came out here in the what needs to be worked on, and then they said that you have this pie in the sky kind of feeling. Unrealistic expectations is what they just said. Unrealistic expectations. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune could be turning for or against you, but because it came out with these cards, I think that a lot of times we have the Knight of Cups and we have the Two of Cups, and I think that very often Pisces, when an opportunity for a new romance comes into play, we think, oh my gosh, this is it. I say we because I have a Pisces moon thing going on. We're like, oh my gosh, this is it. This is it. This is the one. This is going to work. And then we start out and it's balanced. There's equal giving and taking. And then pretty soon things get out of balance. And the next thing you know, you think that the other person is taking advantage of you. Seven of Swords has a very taking advantage kind of thing. And so are you having unrealistic expectations of how things would go? Are you creating the imbalance by overgiving, by not keeping things in the balance? And the reason I say that is because what you do that attracts in and brings in is you have justice. That is the ultimate in balance. We have the Ten of Wands. This is like letting go of the burdens of don't carry so much emotional baggage. So when you set down the emotional baggage and you keep things in really good balance by taking the time to see things clearly, what's really great, oh gosh, this is really great. I'm seeing so much here. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords here and we have the Ace of Swords. But look, she's meditating and she's thinking about it. She's sitting out there and she's contemplating. It is getting information from Spirit, doing the analysis of the situation, staying above the emotional waters. And the Two, you have the High Priestess. Again, that's balance, but it's also intuition, right? It is really taking the time to sit and contemplate about what it is you're actually seeing, so that you can stay in this emotional balance. Because if you look, this Justice card, it looks like she's holding 2 cups on that sword. Like they could be, they're not scales. They're not like the flat scales that you usually see where they like have like gold dust or whatever on them. These are cups. This means they can hold emotional energy of water. And if you look, she's like looking into her reflection. So it's almost like she's standing over, you know, a body of water and it's reflecting back up to her. And so staying emotionally balanced is how you attract in, and by being yourself. We have the Knight of Wands, and this Knight of Wands is out there just living and enjoying life, doing their thing, writing their own music, and creating their own world of joy and happiness. So seek to make your own world of joy and happiness that is really balanced, and use them to your intuition. Lots of intuition here, to get the clarity that you need in a situation so that you know what is your baggage to carry. See that the bull is carrying a lot, but she's only carrying a bag. What's yours to carry and what isn't? And so keeping the situation balanced, not over giving, not not taking on the burden of the relationship, you know, it's always me that makes the phone calls, it's always me that makes the contact, it's always me that makes the plans, it's always me that shows up when the other person's sick. You know, are you allowing space for the other person to do these things for you also? Are you giving them space to also come in and share and do their fair share of the relationship? You know, and if you are and they're not, then, you know, be willing to walk away, because you deserve better than that. You deserve to be in an emotionally balanced relationship, right? So if you're always sharing the details of your life and how your day was, and you're holding the conversation and the other one is not giving any energy to the relationship, you know, it's not worth it. Don't ask me how I know. Okay, so okay. This staying in balance is what, so it says give yourself much more credit. Give yourself much more credit. Those in great relationships aren't always those who are good at relationships. And those in challenging relationships aren't always those who are bad at relationships. Just because the relationships haven't really been working out doesn't mean you don't know how to do it. It just means that you haven't had the partner that also is willing to put in the effort. And what you should be looking for is what you give, you will come back. That's what you're looking for. You're looking to find this balanced situation where both parties are giving of themselves in a very equal and balanced way. I'm not saying close off your heart. I'm not saying be stingy. I'm saying be aware. Pay attention. Listen to your intuition. What is the information, the clarity, and the decision-making process? Are you getting back what you are giving? If you are, and you're happy, then great. Right? And if you're not, then clearing that space out allows for something better to come in. So be willing to do that. Okay, let's go on. And we, 2. Cancer, 22. Wow. Okay, let's see what we have going on for you. This is for Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. What we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at the shadowy, what am I doing here? Hold on. There's all kinds of things happening on my screen. Okay, so, and I don't like that when that happens. It's distracting. We're going to look at what is that shadowy part of you that you need to look at in a relationship, especially going into November, that's really going to help you to manifest the relationship you want. So often in relationships, it's like, oh my gosh, this again, I've had this so many times. It's a different person, but it's the same thing. Well, oftentimes what that means is that we're attracting in soulmates who are saying, hey, you wanted to work on this in this lifetime. Here it is. Take a look at it. Take a look at it. Don't forget you were going to work on this. Hey, take a look at this. So we're going to look at that. That's the shadowy side. What is the thing that you should be looking at so that you can look at it and not have to attract another soulmate to show that to you. And then we're going to look at where are you shining? What is that light that emanates from you that is the attractive energy that's going to pull to you what it is that you actually want in a relationship. So we're going to take a look at both sides of that and see how we can get you in a better position to manifest the love you deserve, the love you seek. Okay, so that was a really, what was that shuffle? Yeah, all right, let's go. I'm hoping for 3 cards on either side, but it's never gone that way. Not once, I don't think. All right, Cancer. Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. What is the shadowy issue that they should be looking at? And where are they shining? What is their attractive energy? What is it that really, draws and attracts people, the right people into their lives? What does Cancer need to know? What can we do to help them with this? Just give me messages, Spirit. Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. Wow. That was a long shuffle to get there. Ooh. Not that it really might matter, but at the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil. Let's see what we have here. Well, in November, Cancer, you're really going to be asked to seek the balance and the light within. Okay, so the first card that came out on the shadow side is the Star, and the Star is never shadowy, but the Star has a lot of hope with it, and it is also the seeking of clarity. And so I think sometimes it's necessary to seek clarity about what it is that you want in a relationship. What really matters to you? Because we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Page of Pentacles. And if you look at these, there's the Page. He's like, here's my big pentacle. This is what I'm going for. And this Knight is carrying what appears to be the same pentacle on his back as he's walking away from the rest of them. And so I feel like the big deal here is, what do you want? Do you know what you want? So we have the Four of Swords, which is taking a rest, taking a break, because there's a transformation happening, the Death and the Rebirth card here. But again, see how during the rebirth, there is the Star there. There is the Star. And so I think the big question is not so much that you need to work on anything other than to determine what it is you actually want. What is of value to you in a relationship, which is really interesting, because I don't know if you know how much Cancer energy I have in my chart, but I have a lot. My Venus, my Sun, my Mercury, my North Node. And so just recently I sat down and I actually wrote out a list of what are the 3 most important things that I need in a relationship. Like, that are, without them, I'm not having a relationship with somebody, if those 3 factors are not there. And I think you're being asked to figure out what your core values are. And it looks like you need to figure out at least what one is. Where do you shine? How do you bring people in? And honestly, I don't know that in the month of November you're necessarily bringing in a relationship, but you are being asked to connect with friends and to have some fun and to find balance. And this is Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. And so, again, it's about what is of value to you and finding balance there. And I don't know, a lot of times the Pentacles is about, are you keeping your finances in balance? It looks like you're going to be coming up against some, some struggles. But you have the Hanged Man, which is interesting because 1 + 2 on the 12 is 3. And this is, I think, how you draw people to you, is you seek out your own inner light and you wait for what is right for you. You're not in a hurry. You find the balance. You deal with what you have to do. I think it's about focusing on what you need to do to balance out your life right now, whatever that means, and seeking the light within and enjoying your friends. And being willing to take this break. Or not take this break. They're like, maybe you need to get out there a little. Okay, so what can you do to re-engage with community? Have you been hiding? Have you withdrawn into your shell? Have you been staying like, oh, it's kind of hard not to do that right now. But then again, there are Zoom calls and Zoom happy hours, and there's, you know, picking up the phone and calling your friends. And so, you know, can you reach out and engage with people again? But this is a time for really seeking the light within, because your light within shines out, and that's how you attract people to you. These are your attractive qualities. Your ability to be a great friend, and your ability to be in touch with the light within. I think it is your ability to maintain that balance. Cancer is, to me, the earthy water sign, right? You live in the dirt, and then you run into the ocean, you know, and so you're never really caught up in the waves too much, and so your ability to maintain that balance, and that doesn't mean you don't get sloshed around by emotional waters, but when that happens, you know how to retreat, how to pull back, and how to pull the energy in and wait. And I think that maybe you've been pulled in and waiting a while, and maybe it's time to get back out there. So give yourself a shot. So let's get some advice cards here. From Spirit. Final word, so to speak. You know, we started off this reading at 2222, which is very much angelic numbers, and also because they're twos, that's the number of being in a couple. And if you add them up together, you have an 8, which is self-mastery. And I just feel like there's a lot of energy going into you manifesting and creating the life you want, and it's showing. But I think there's still just a little bit of rebalancing that needs to be done. I go where you go. Tell me, are you finding that occasional stranger that has a crush on you? Oh my gosh, have you really been hiding so much that you're missing that people are reaching out to you? That for words you've almost mindlessly chosen, hearts broken too long begin to heal, that I sometimes well up with tears when it's time to say goodbye? Your divinity is showing. Your divinity is showing. You were born with that it quality. That light, it's shining within you. Do you know what is really beautiful? Confidence. Do you know what is really powerful? Persistence. Do you know what is really sexy? Please, I know sexy. That's what the card says. Not needing to be needed. If still they don't notice your good looks, your strength, and your sachet, could you feel more sorry for them? Not needing to be needed. I think that for Cancer, you know, that nurturing energy, so often we think, you know, we need to ride in and rescue people. That doesn't really work out. People need to rescue themselves. You need to rescue yourself. They need to rescue themselves. And so sometimes the good is hidden. Find the good in every situation. And things are about to get really juicy. This has shown up for a number of signs already, and I still have 3 to go. A little heads up on an addiction that afflicts all really old souls. Giving love eventually becomes an even greater need than receiving love. See? You're not that strange. All right, so giving love, yes. Looks like, you know, opportunities are around the corner. Just keep shining your light, Cancer. You got this. I will see you back here on Monday. I'll see you back here Monday. We'll talk about the astrology and what's going on. Until then, you guys take care. And I just saw 333 come up. Wow. Powerful, Cancer. Powerful.